Ladies and gentlemen, IEBC Chairman Wafula Chebukati's decision to suspend the gubernatorial elections in Mombasa and Kakamega was the main issue discussed today at the Supreme Court. This issue is haunting Chebukati again, and it is one of the reasons that will lead the Supreme Court to annul the elections of William Ruto. From the above video, you can see Uhuru Kenyatta happily celebrating the win of Nasir as the new Mombasa governor. Now, going back to Chebukati, you realize that Chebukati had stopped these elections deliberately without involving the other commissioners. The main reason, as he said it, was that there was a mix-up of ballot papers, that the photos on the ballot papers were different from the ones of the candidates. Now, the question the Supreme Court was asking, how did he arrive at this decision on the 11th hour to stop the election? Why only these two counties, which are considered the petitioner's stronghold, that is Raila Odinga? Again, he did not consult with any other person when stopping these elections. Clearly, Chebukati committed a treasonable sin, whereby he subverted the will of the people to vote, as provided by Article 38 of the Constitution. And this thing is now becoming a major issue to be determined by the Supreme Court. If indeed the decision to stop these two elections was deliberate, that it could have been avoided, then it clearly showed that it affected or limited the number of voters who voted for Raila Odinga. And that is very clear, considering that the turnout in Mombasa was very low. It was less than 50%. Kakamega, the turnout was very low. And remember, those are Raila Odinga's stronghold. Then it clearly shows that Raila Odinga could have performed better if these elections could not have been stopped. And the person to be blamed is one Chebukati. Again, remember, in Kakamega, the Kim's kit did not work. The instructions to vote manually came around 6 hours later. I believe after 6 hours, many people had left the polling stations. You ask yourself why that decision of moving from Kim's kit to manual took 6 hours. That is something that could have been done immediately, considering the court had already allowed circumstances where manual voting could be allowed when Kim's kit failed. Now, Chebukati has, or his lawyers will have a hard task convincing the court that the denial of people to vote for governors did not affect the presidential turnout, did not affect the other candidates, MPs, MCAs. We all know it did affect. For if someone feels that your candidate will not be on the ballot, there will be no need to turn out. Well, as things stand on Chebukati, if this thing is proved, he'll be in hot soup and he will have committed a major electoral offense. And I believe this time round, he'll be found culpable and sanctioned by the court. Of course, the Supreme Court will refer the matter to the lower courts, and he'll find himself on the wrong side of the law, and he'll no longer be able to preside over other elections. That is all. Kindly like and subscribe this channel.